of them the two very strong Hungarian crews as well, who will be definitely out there desperate to get themselves into the gold medal race as they move into the starters' hands for this second semi-final. And another good beard there, by the way, just before I throw to you, Emma. Look at that. Very excited to see that.
It definitely is worth, despite the fact that we found out yesterday the scientific evidence is zero for the actual power of a beard. We are still massive fans and definitely certain that they add some sort of extra speed to these boats. But the boats are in the buckets, calmly waiting for the starter to let them go down this course for the men's semi-final for K2 500 meters, and they're off and absolutely flying out the start. Look at the speed, look at the power. It's all in the shoulders and the rotation, but that's a phenomenal start down in lane 6 from the Hungarian crew. Chased down absolutely almost a line across those boats from lane 1 to lane 6. You can't put much between them, but it's the Hungarians that have taken the early lead, looking like they are wearing waterproof coats under their racing t-shirts, so they must be slightly warm, but they are stretching their lead as they come down the course, now settling in to the rest of this race, really in sync. But in lane 3, the Polish team also up there. Lane 4, the other Hungarian boat will be looking to try and test their teammates and push them all the way. And in the middle there, the Czechia boat is sandwiched between the two Hungarians, and they are also in the fight. Don't forget or rule out the Italians in lane 7. They're coming hard now, and it's going to be neck and neck whether the Hungarians can hold this lead.
Yep, at the moment the Czechs are part of a Hungarian sandwich, and I don't think they're enjoying it at all, but they're now starting to flex their muscles. Look at this. So the Czechs are being pulled in, the Hungarians being pulled in by the Czechs, and the Italians also flying home. So it's Czechia, it is Hungary, it is Italy, doing the best of all of them, I think. I think the Italians are going to tip them out, are they? Is Czechia in front, Italy now moving to second, Hungary slipping back to third, but the Czechs get the win. The Italians impressively snatched second, and Hungary hold on for third position. But Jakob Spicer and Daniel Havel, again, I mean, people are going to say, well, Ross, there's no science to back this up. Let me just tell you, the beard is a factor. You put a bloke with a beard at the front of your boat, and at the very least, you're going to intimidate the heck out of every other paddler. Look at the Italians. Sadly, hirsute, not a whisker on them, and so they've fallen just short because of that. But still a very good race by the Italians to grab second, and the Hungarians, who led for most of the race, holding on for third position in a pretty impressive race there for the three boats that will progress to the final later on this weekend.
And we see there the Czechia paddlers have some sort of compression on their forearms, both of them wearing those compression elements on their forearms. We talk about marginal gains all the time. We saw Pimenta with the nose strap looking to try and get more air into his lungs. I'm wondering whether that compression on their forearms is to try and stop the lactic build-up as they're paddling down. So it'd be interesting to see whether more paddlers adopt that as the season progresses. But hugely impressive. Really interesting difference in height between the two paddlers. That can't make it necessarily that easy. But there's official confirmation. The Czechia paddlers in first place, Italy second, Hungary in third, all through to the A final, with Poland, Italy and Denmark going into the B final.